Here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show 2025 with Mark Takelet. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Living the dream, my friend. The rain has stopped, the sun is out,
Yes.
and we are on a brand new pursuit, the S388. Tell me about this.
Oh man, well, so the S388 replaced our previous model, the 378, we had some major goals to actually accomplish with this new boat to satisfy our customers' needs from many different directions, because our customers fish, they cruise, they entertain, they do all kinds of different things on the boat, and we needed to make sure that we're satisfying all of those needs in the proper way and giving the right space to the right area.
That is a hefty goal.
Yes.
I want big water fishing, I want high-end comfort, I want easy to handle,
Yeah.
but I also want it to look beautiful.
Exactly,
So,
right, and comfortable.
Yeah, right?
Imagine that, right?
So
Yeah.
it looks like you pulled it off to me. Let's start back here with the power. We've got the power to move this puppy pretty well, I think.
Yeah, we sure do. So we've got triple Yamaha 450 XTOs. That's the standard power package, and it's the only power package. So basically what we try to do is give you the optimal power package for the boat without having to go through a bunch of different options and having to try to figure out what to get.
I like that. You've done the work already.
Yeah.
Trust us, this works. This will get you what you want without having too many complications. And every change, I imagine, on the engineering side are things that we don't even think about as boaters, that you've got to be able to have them refitted, remounted. They're all a little different.
Yeah, everything's a little different, and it's funny because when we replace a model, we don't just do like what you'd call like an upgrade or a facelift. We touch every square inch of it. We actually made this boat 8 inches longer than the previous model, same beam, but we added fuel capacity, we raised the floor height, we changed every single piece of the deck and the hull and the boat.
Well, there's too much. If we went through every little aspect, I think we'd probably be here for an hour. Give me some of the highlights. Like, we got the live wells, we've got seating back here.
Yeah. Along the lines of the engines, one of the things that we're able to do is flatten out that athwartship walkway going across the back of the transom area.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it very, very comfortable and easy to walk across there. So that's just the main thing out there. We also put transom cleats on the aft end, so when you're cross tying, I don't know about you, but I hate cross tying across those pretty engines up high.
Yep.
So now you can do it down low, and it's really nice having that. We've got a big chill box back here, so that's what's under here with molded foam insulation on the back side of it. We've got a nice big live well right here, and we made a bigger opening in here so you get your cast net in there a little bit easier. And on the aft fold-away seat, I call that the most comfortable fold-away seat in the marine industry. And I'll show you why.
Go on then.
Yeah, so when you pull it out, super easy. And when you sit down there, it's comfortable. There's thick cushioning, a high backrest, and it's actually angled downward, so it kind of holds you in place while you're sitting there.
You know what, if this was up when I got on the boat, I wouldn't think it was a fold-away seat. That is impressive.
That's the idea. You want to kind of tuck away, and then when you tuck it away, it's just simple. You can do it with one hand, and that's it, and now you're ready to fish. Okay.
Beautiful, and lots of room back here when you are fishing.
Lots of room back here. We're class leading from this face here to the transom area, so that's really important to us. Big fish boxes with molded fish foam, molded foam for the fish boxes. And what I mean by that is we actually have a counter mold that goes on the back side that makes consistent foam thickness all the way around the perimeter, kind of like a Yeti cooler or something like that. Okay. And it makes the ice last a really long time. And in our mechanical space, it's huge down inside there, wide open access to everything. And what we do with our mechanical space is we make sure that you don't have to worry about stepping on hoses or wiring going across the floor space. Very, very important. You'll also notice that we have the ladder for the hull side door located right here. Super easy access. You don't have to get down the bilge to get it.
Right?
Yep.
See? Designed by boaters,
That's
you can
right.
tell. These are people that have done this, not just engineers that think it looks pretty.
Yeah, anytime you've had to get down in there to do something, you learn. Yeah, that's why we actually have a holder for the spanner wrench for the sea strainers. Simple little things like that. The aft-facing mezzanine seat. So all of this is fixed in one place right here. What's really important to understand about this area right here is some of your other manufacturers out there will give you an option. You can either get a seat or you can get an entertainment center with a grill and a wet bar and stuff like that. We give you all of that all the time. So you don't have to select which one you want. You're always going to get a mezzanine seat that faces aft. A lot of people call that the best seat in the house right there. There's nice big storage up underneath. It's all finished and lined on the inside, easy to keep it clean. Drink holders everywhere. And on our backrest, we actually made each one of these independently fold down.
Oh, that's
so now you've got access to tackle storage or other storage, whichever you want to
Well, your snackle box. You can
That's
put all
right.
your snacks in here as you like.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's just some
And
of
what's
us.
cool about this is, you put that up right there and you sit down here and now you can work next to you. So like if you're rigging baits or something like that, you can do that right there.
Yeah, like that, just that little lip, tiny little touches that make a big difference.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. And then going farther forward, this is where we've got the entertainment center, and this is what we call, you could call it a wet bar if you wanted to, but you've got your electric grill right there. That's all standard equipment. You've got your big sink right here. So what we did is we made that nice and wide, and you've got a cutting board that slides across, so you can put that wherever you want it. You can use the faucet if you want to, and that's a nice tall faucet, so you can get your hands underneath it. Pull that out of there, and now you can put a bag of ballyhoo across there and thaw the ballyhoo. Yeah, so it just gives you a little extra flexibility there. Then we got big storage compartments in here, nice slide out drawers that have retainers that can actually come out if you want to take them out. You've got a trash receptacle right there. Your DC MDP is located right here. So all of your DC functions are right there, your battery switches and all the breakers right there, easy to reach. And this is kind of cool right here. This little slide out right here is bottle storage or spices or anything like that, and also another cutting board right there. It's the little things.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking of my older boat and all of the little hacks and the tweaks that we've done to make that possible that you're building into it. So I like it.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm standing here in front of the air conditioning vent because it feels so good right now. Well, we have cockpit air conditioning, and when we do our cockpit air conditioning, unlike some other manufacturers, we actually have a separate AC unit out here for the cockpit itself, and then a separate air conditioner for the cabin. So you're not sharing the two of them.
Okay.
A lot of other manufacturers will actually use one air conditioner that does the cabin, and then you've got a couple of vents on the dash that share that same AC capacity.
Right.
So it's really important to us to have that extra. Huge hardtop. That's a part of the DNA of our sport product line. It's a massive hardtop that goes almost all the way out to the gunnels on both sides. Plenty of length fore and aft. Gives you lots and lots of coverage here. Big sky hatch up here. And it's a sliding mechanism here, so it's really easy to operate. And what makes that really nice is you can stand on the helm seat and pop up onto the hardtop to clean it or get to antennas or anything like that. Really nice to have. Rod storage. You can store 4 rods right here. So just, more.
Just built in, use every space you can.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and I also didn't mention that on the back side here, there's an optional 12-inch Garmin display that you can get. So you can watch your depth finder or anything you want on that screen while you're in the aft cockpit.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So up on the dash area, we've completely redesigned the entire dash. We've got everything kind of recessed into place. And I need to do what I always tell everybody else, and that's silence my phone. But we got the 16-inch Garmin displays. That's standard equipment. You get all your digital electric controls for the Yamaha, and the joystick control with full maneuverability with your autopilot. All that standard equipment. And we get 3 drink holders. Now, what you're seeing on the dash right now is the option where you get the wood steering wheel and the leather wrap dash. So let me step up here. So you get this, you get the leather wrap dash, you get the trim piece right here, and then the other trim piece on the back of the wet bar. So, and you also get the synthetic teak on the step. So it just kind of jazzes it up. But if you want a boat that's a little more utilitarian, you don't have to have any of that stuff. You just get a stainless steel wheel with the knob, and fiberglass is easier to keep clean and stuff like that. So it just depends on how you want to equip the boat. VHF is located in the front facing you. The speaker is located up here so you can hear it when you're running the boat. Little things like that.
Yeah.
Your phone charger is located right here, so it'll actually cradle the phone here at the same time. What I like about that is that location allows me to use my phone while I'm running the boat, and I love that.
Yep.
And then we've got pocket space in here, so you can throw your keys and your phone and sunglasses and stuff like that right there. This folds down, so you can use that as a standing platform. And the whole entire dash folds back to allow you access to your electronics and all that gear right there. So that's really nice to have.
That's very cool.
And then there's a secondary mechanical space located right under your feet.
Oh.
So that whole entire hatch opens up, and that gives you access to your Seakeeper 4.5, which is an option. And that's perfectly right in the center of the boat, and it allows us to be able to remove that Seakeeper if we ever need to, in case of a failure, which we hope that never happens, but just in case.
Right.
Now, if you're looking for, do you have polarized glasses on?
No, not these ones.
No? Okay. Well, if you have polarized glasses, you can look through that windshield and you're not going to get any spotting effect on it.
Ah.
We got a laminated glass windshield, which is really nice.
You know what? Hang on. Let's do that again. I'll pretend I do have them on. Well, actually, can we?
You want to open that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, that is a ton of room.
Yeah, and you got plenty of space on the side there to store things too, if you want to store like life jackets and stuff like that. And then you've got a ladder that makes it easy to get down into.
All right, now ask the question again.
Okay. All right. So do you have polarized glasses on?
Yeah.
All right, well, take a look through the windshield and tell me what you see different about that.
Oh my God, there's no like that spotty thing. I was looking, I was like, there's something about the design, but that's perfectly clear.
Yeah, you can
What
actually see
witchcraft
through
have
it.
you done?
Yeah, so on the side panels, those are still tempered glass. You can see a little bit of spotting there, but when you look through the main front glass, because that's so big like that, now it's laminated glass, kind of like your car glass, and it allows you to see perfectly clear through it. And makes a huge difference when you're running in a lot of sunlight.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go, down below or to the bow?
Well, let's see. Now, we can go ahead and go down below if you want to. One of the things that we do is instead of entering the cabin from the side, we think it's really important to be able to enter from the helm area. So, like if you've got your enclosure on and everybody's in here, you can easily enter and exit from the cabin without having to go in the side. And all the side entries force you to kind of like get down into a hole in the cabin space. This allows you to step down in there without having to duck your head. And we've got nice wide steps so you don't have to think about which foot you put first.
Yeah.
Really important.
I like that. This is a roomy space for...
It's a true cabin space. It's really pretty amazing. And you know, this is one of the areas that we need to do a lot of improvements on by having storage everywhere.
Right.
In the previous model, we didn't have as much storage. So where you're sitting, there's storage underneath there, storage behind the backrest, storage up underneath the filler cushion right here. So that's a big tub storage right there that you can put luggage in. This table and the leg stores underneath this cushion that I'm sitting on. It's molded to accommodate both of those pieces at the same time.
Oh, nice.
We have a microwave. We have what I call a mini galley over here. You've got a counter space. You've got a place to put paper towels. You've got 2 refrigerators that you can turn into a refrigerator or freezer. And those are little drawer type 12-volt refrigerators, and they work phenomenal.
Cool.
Yeah. And so under the solid wood flooring, you also have more storage there as well. You've got a 24-inch LED smart TV. You've got these big windows for all this natural lighting in here, which is really nice. And if you look out there, you can see all the way through the whole side windows.
Oh yeah. That's a cool touch.
Pretty genius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, a center console with whole side windows. What does that really do for you? Well, that's really cool right there. And plus, it's a great place for the kids to hang out. You know, look almost like looking through an aquarium window on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah, that is clever. Excellent.
Yep. And then we have rod holders built into the floor here, and we actually I've got pictures, I think, on our website. We also have, we put 4 50 wides next to each other in these rod holders, and we have a bar that goes across the top up here that holds the tips of the rods away from the panel here. Yeah. And then the head compartment is nice and big. Now outside of that, we also made accommodations for a hanging locker. And a hanging locker in a center console, it's like, who does that? So that's what we've got accomplished here by having that. You know, it's thin, but you can fit several pieces of clothing in there on hangers. And then above that is going to be a little slide-out pantry that you can put like cereal boxes or cracker boxes or something like that in.
Man, you guys have crammed a lot in without it feeling like it's crammed in.
Yeah, the whole idea is to make it to where if you want to spend time in the cabin, you can do that on the 388.
Perfect.
All right. So up in the bow, you know, the main feature here is going to be that chaise lounge. You know, some other manufacturers will give you more of a bed style lounger here, but what happens with that is they're elevated up. So when you're sitting there, you're kind of sitting higher than everybody. We wanted to give you a space to sit down low with your feet on the floor and make a true social zone in this area right here. So yes, in a fishing boat, we want a social zone at the same time. So you get that. You can lounge on the chaise lounge. These backrests will actually adjust. You got 1, 2 adjustments, and then you go like this, and it goes back. So you have several different ways that you can sit there comfortably, however you want to. There's also additional leg support right here.
Oh.
Yep. And below that is more cooler space.
Impressive.
Yeah. More features everywhere you look.
No kidding.
Electrically actuated backrests for the forward-facing capability on the port and starboard loungers.
Okay.
These are insulated underneath. Real super easy access to get in and out of those. And cup holders everywhere. You've got charging ports on both sides. Your table that goes up in the bow area stores right up underneath here. So tucked away, you don't have to think about where to put it. And up on the bow area, we try to keep it as smooth as possible. You know, pop-up cleats, everything else is flush, and all of the ground tackle equipment mounts up underneath the hatch. So you've got your remote for the windlass, and we've got this really cool panel right here that holds your hose and your capstan wrench, and you've got raw water and freshwater inlets right there. So now you can wash the boat, you can wash your ground tackle as it's being pulled in. You can spray this whole area down up here if you want to, and also there's spigots in this at midship and in the transom area for the washdown hoses.
Is that it? No. That is an impressive list.
There's more, but we're not going to go there.
Wow, unreal. And this is the debut here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show 2025. What's the reaction been so far?
Oh, it's been really good. We've got a lot of positive feedback on it. We've got customers that owned 378s that look at the boat now and say, oh, wow, you addressed everything that we needed. We actually got a lot of that input along the way as we were building the boat and designing the boat, which is really important to us. We spend a lot of time on customer surveys, customer focus groups. We build full-size mock-ups when we're designing the boat, and we actually have customers come in and walk the mock-up with us. And they give us feedback on, hey, you know, it'd be really cool to have this, or this is how I use my boat. And we take all of that and actually build it into the boat.
Well, it's a good balance too, right? Because on the one hand, I think of that Henry Ford quote, if I'd asked the customer what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. But at the same time, you got to be responsive to what they want. So you find that balance of, hey, here's what we can do. Come look at it as we're developing it. Does this work for you? And I imagine in that process, things come up that both sides hadn't thought of, the engineering side or the customers.
Yeah. Well, you know that little drawer that I showed you at the entertainment center with the for the bottle rack and the charcuterie board, if I'm saying that right? That came from one of our customers.
Oh, fantastic.
Saying that they use that kind of stuff all the time and they'd love to have a place to store it. So we built it right in.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to learn more about this S388 or any other Pursuit, where do we go?
Well, you go to pursuitboats.com, or you can go to your local Pursuit dealer. If you go to pursuitboats.com, you can find where your local dealer is as well. Or you can come to the boat show. Come and buy one right here.
Fantastic. Mark, thanks for your time, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.